in the club on 10. I get paid to be seen. Had a spread last week. Now my shit looking weak. Pay my bills in the toes. Can't compare them, solid gold. Work hard.
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to The Struggling 20s. I'm Candace J, of course, and I'm sitting here with my guest today, Sierra, who is the creator of the brand From the Rib. She's going to tell us a little bit about the brand From the Rib and what it stands for. Hey Sierra, thanks for being on the show today.
No problem. So From the Rib is basically my brand. I created it because I always wanted to be a mogul or icon in the health lane, actually.
Awesome.
Like kind of a new thing. And
like
I was
the natural
the
way.
Exactly. Because I know a lot of people want to take care of themselves but don't necessarily know how. And I found out that the natural way is actually a lot cheaper and works well and doesn't have side effects down the line. So I wanted to take From the Rib pretty much and turn it into something that everybody could be a part of. So From the Rib is a biblical meaning. Basically, it means like from a woman's standpoint. Because I feel like a lot of women don't get credit for starting the lane. So I kind of disguise the lane by calling it something else. So then men don't feel okay like following it too.
Awesome. So like, does your brand empower women? Is it a woman empowerment brand? Is that what you would consider it?
Yes, it definitely is. So I don't know how you feel about me saying that.
No, that's fine.
So From the Rib was basically, I went through this point in my life where, I played basketball and I'm a sweats wearer, like right now. And I was just like, guys would be like afraid to talk to me because it's like, oh, well, I thought you were homosexual. And I was just like, well, I have to look a certain way to be heterosexual.
Right.
Like, so then this, like, naming it, that was kind of a way to be like, me having a vagina is like woman enough. So that's how I got From the Rib.
Well, that's awesome. That's like a really good meaning. And it has some depth to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is this skincare line? Like, what are some of the products you'll be releasing, and like, what is your whole point of it?
Alright, so the skincare line, for me personally, another reason I started From the Rib is because I was having issues myself. Like, not just with my skin, but just like health-wise overall.
Right.
So what I did was I started using rose water on my face because my grandma, grandmas are right sometimes. And she was just like, try some rose water. So I was like looking it up and it was like $20 for 3 ounces.
It definitely is.
Yeah. So I was just like, well, I'm going to figure out a way to make my own. So I started getting some organic roses and stuff like that. So the organic rose water is one. And then I have a toner as well with the rose water and some essential oils. And then I'm going to be releasing exclusively my moisturizer.
Awesome. And Sierra's also going to show us how to use these products. So she's going to do a small demonstration for us. So make sure you stay tuned after our talk here. So Sierra, like, how far do you want to take From the Rib? Like, what is your ultimate goal for it?
So my ultimate goal for From the Rib is actually to become a young entrepreneurship, like, teacher, I guess, for instance. So I want to essentially like have a mansion where I can just like bring people in and show them like you can create your own business, you can do this, and basically just help people understand the process of entrepreneurship and how easy it can actually be. On the health side, I want to own a research facility for autoimmune diseases with natural cures.
Nice. I think you told me about that too, because you're into like medical research or something.
Yes.
Right.
So yeah, I'm a research nerd. I am a biologist and researcher by trade. So that's what I went to school for, and I just love it.
Yeah. So like you want to just bring it into like the health field, to like the natural, healthy way of doing things.
Exactly.
Like, you don't want to use like chemical like products into your products. You want it to be from the earth.
Exactly.
Right. So.
Because I think that we really need to get back to the connection to the earth in general. Like, so you're telling me that all these plants are just around for funsies.
Right.
Like,
I'm a huge believer in everything that grows from the earth is good for you just about, unless you're allergic to it and your body doesn't accept it well. But plant-based is just good for you overall.
Yeah.
Like, water. Like you just need all these essentials to live. So how could you go wrong from like using essential oils and stuff that's just grown naturally for something that's created like in a lab or something like that?
And people who say like, oh, the worst thing that can happen is it doesn't work, but it won't harm you. But if you take medication or prescription or something with chemicals in it,
it can harm you.
It can harm you.
Yeah, cause different diseases. Exactly. Yeah, side effects.
I'm gonna fix your heart, but your leg might fall off.
Right. Exactly. So like as a person, what is your overall goal in life? Like, and then what is also like your struggle? Like your greatest struggle in your 20s?
I would say my overall goal as a person is to literally be able to wake up every day and go where I want and do what I want. So it sounds weird, but my biggest goal is just to be free. Like to be financially free, emotionally free, spiritually free, in all those ways. I would say my biggest struggle, I would say perfection, but I've kind of like dominated that a little bit. I would probably say limiting myself to what is actually for me. So there's like, I'm a jack of all trades to an extent. So picking something that I like and I feel like is motivating my career and sticking to that strictly.
Right. So being more focused pretty much. Like, I get you on that because I have a hard time like focusing on one thing at a time. And you can't do that. Like your energy can't go to multiple things and expect for you to like succeed with that action. Like no, you have to literally focus on one thing, like on one thing at a time. And of course you can feed the other hobbies and habits or professions you want to do, but you got to focus on that one, like put that one before everything before like you can focus on multiple things.
So people are always like, you know, I'm failing at this and this, and it's like, well, you're only putting 10% into 10 things. 10% is failing.
Right.
So like if you
gotta put 100%,
or at least like
50.
50 is still failing. Like so pick a day, even if like every Tuesday I'm gonna put 80% of my work into my farm. 80% on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday though I'm gonna put it into From the Rib.
Right. And that's how you have to do it. You gotta stay organized.
Exactly.
And focus, literally. Okay, so Sierra's going to show us how to use her two products, which is her rose water, and then is it a rose toner that you have too?
It's actually going to be the moisturizer.
The moisturizer? Okay. So the moisturizer and the toner. So check it out. She's about to show us.
Alright, so the first thing that I do in the morning, I wet my rag, I get it really hot, and then I just sit it on my face. So what that does is pretty much open up your pores to be able to receive the rose water. And then it's as simple as just taking the rose water. And you'll know the difference because it's like the see-through one that has actual roses in it. Give it a good shake and then spray it myself. It only takes a couple. And pretty much what I do is just like fan my face. And like it kind of still is going to look like I'm wet, but that's just me being radiant. And then it's pretty much all dried off. And then I just take the moisturizer. And this has the lemongrass and hibiscus in it as well as the aloe vera base. And I just give that a good shake and get just a couple sprays in my hand. Rub it all together. And then people say don't tug on your skin, but you're going to do it naturally anyways. So just like fight the wrinkles a different way. And I don't wear makeup, so then I just, you know, do my brows and make sure my lashes are lifted and hide my edges instead of slicking them down. And then that's it.
Blow my money casino, rock the latest machino. Big boss Gambino, acting up, baby no. Free the Haraway trio, all action she knows. Speak not, it's you know, I don't hear no evil.